Hello eBayers, Dean here from the eBay experiment. So we're sort of like 2 weeks in, another weekend is all but over, and the week leading up to the weekend. So I think going forward, what I think I might do is, like, where possible, is a weekly video. Just to sort of cover the week's goings on within the eBay experiment. It's been a funny week. My real job of a driving instructor has been, well, actually, let me rephrase that. Not this, we're still on sort of this week, aren't we? Although, but last week, so the beginning of October, the driver instructor part of my job was really quiet. Mainly due to I had a lot of passes over the sort of the summer. They all seemed to happen at once, so I hadn't had a chance to sort of fill my diary up. So at that point, I was working fully on the eBay store. Go forward another week, and it's complete opposite. So the driving instructing's gone manic, and I mean manic. Like my full hours, almost every day, flat out. You know, like it normally is. And then trying to squeeze the eBay experiment, my eBay store, in between makes it really difficult. And I'm not even busy regarding the eBay stuff. It's just ticking over, pretty much like it normally is. So we're leading through the weekend now. So we're currently at, what's the date today? The 12th of October. So again, I'm trying to keep the videos current. Where I can. I won't be sort of planning too far ahead. Hence, there might even be gaps in videos going forward because, you know, I might not even have time to do a video, especially thinking in advance, because there's no point thinking what I might sell. I don't know, do I? It might be nothing. So this is just going to cover the previous week, and sort of running through the weekend. We're still on the Sunday, So how have I done? What do I think? So it's been a mixed bag. It's been quite busy, actually, since Friday. I sent out quite a few things on Friday. Friday morning. A couple of things are sold over the Friday sort of late afternoon to the evening, and over the weekend. I say a few things, certainly nothing to sort of write home about. I've sold 5 items. We're averaging somewhere around sort of the sort of income, I don't mean profit, but income of around about 150, 170, under £200. You got to bear in mind that's not profit; it's sort of turnover, and it's been like that sort of quantity for the last since like forever. Sort of peaks and troughs, as they always go. I don't like using those phrases, but you know what I mean. So we had a little bit of a mixed bag. So on one of the items, which is really annoying, so I had some stuff which I bought, I would say, years ago, so it is old. There's a little hack you can do with eBay about old stock. I'll come back to that in a minute. So I bought stuff from AliExpress like years ago, when I was starting up my sort of selling on eBay as a side hustle. So not really earning a lot of money, but just turning things around, you know, just something to do really, as I said, during that sort of the COVID period, although I've been selling since 2001. And there was these like little aluminium magnetic parts trays that you use for RC. You know, you can put your nuts and bolts and bits in, and they sort of stick to it. I've still got one now that I use. They're quite handy. They're not very big. That's the thing. They're sort of no bigger than a crisp packet. I've got I've got a packet of Frazzles here. Well, I did have. So it's probably about that big. Actually, that's probably bigger. It's about, I don't know, maybe half an inch in. It's not as big as that. What a rubbish explanation. But anyway, where am I going with this? It's someone ordered one in blue, and I was looking for it, and I saw it because I hadn't sold them for quite a while. And I dug it out, and I sort of done all the paperwork, and I looked at it, and I thought, it's got a big scratch on it, and it was bent, and I didn't even notice that. Upon reflection, I looked at the others that I had. I had a couple of red ones and a gold one and a purple one, all damaged. Oh, that annoyed me. That annoyed me from like 5 years ago. And I didn't even know then. So, damn it. So I had to I had some others, and I said to the buyer, "Do you want?" All I had was another red one or a gold one. And you know, I don't know. It's up to them, isn't it? If they want a blue one, they want a blue one. He didn't want the others, and he wanted a refund. So I gave him a refund. All good. So and had to sort of adjust my stock. The damaged ones I've sort of kept to myself to use in my own sort of way, because one of them, they don't even sit straight on the bench. You know, they're sort of. I mean, I can straighten them. They're not very strong, but you can't give that to someone like a half-assed sort of half-straightened tray. So anyway, so that was a refund. I have sold up to 5 more items, again totaling about £170 income coming in. It's not profit, as I said. And I made a mistake. So another mistake. I was actually trying out, like, there's an element on eBay where you can, like I think I mentioned in the last video, you can what is it? So you've got like people that have bought off you before, like repeat buyers, one-time buyers, and followers, I think it says, and you can sort of work out if you want to send those groups a like a coupon. And then, but what I did, I thought I made a coupon, but I made it private until I thought, how am I going to send it? But I didn't like what was different on it. I think it was just the wording that went with the coupon when you send it. I was just phrasing something, and I didn't like that, and I was sort of doing something else as well. But I deleted that. I thought, no, let me start again. So I finished what I was doing. I think it was my real job, and it was driver instructing stuff. And then I thought, oh, I know, I'll do that coupon before I go to work. You know, I had a bit of time. So I did the coupon. The coupon was 30% off. I thought that will entice some people in. I would do it as selected items, or just give it to them, things that are over £25, and give them 30% off. And it's going to be lasting a one-time offer. Use it once, valid for 7 days. That was the plan. So I set it up, and I didn't send it. But what I didn't realise, it was public, so that anyone could use it. And I was sitting there thinking to myself, right, that'll do. And it's a good job what happened then. Somebody bought an item. I thought, oh, bloody, I've sold one of them. I'll get that ready straight away. And I was looking at it, and I thought, hang on, it's got 30% off. How did that happen? That was my fault. I thought, damn it. So I had to delete that coupon again. Obviously do the part that they ordered and send it off to them with a massive discount. So I'm not really making, out of that £170, that was it still had a little bit of profit, funny enough, but not that much. So live and learn, don't rush. That was annoying. So it's ups and downs. What else has happened? I think that's about it, really. I mean, I've been down my store. I put some bits and pieces in there, packaging mainly. I've got some more stuff coming in. Bits and pieces which you'll see in the future. Maybe you'll see that if you follow me on Instagram or TikTok. There's links in the bio anyway on YouTube, so you can hook up to that and you can see bits and pieces when they come in, and you'll get more of an explanation on the actual YouTube video. So you'll get either a YouTube short, which might be something about what I'm sending or whatever, or something going on. You might get an Instagram picture of the parts that I've either coming in or going out, just a summary. And the TikTok is sort of, you know, a little bit behind the scenes of what I might do. So I went down my store today, but I didn't actually film that because I forgot. I haven't quite got into the swing of it yet, so never mind. So on another plus note, might as well finish on a positive. Followers has gone up. It was, last time I looked anyway, when I perhaps reported it, I can't remember what I said it was, but it was 189 followers, which isn't a lot. And it's been stagnant on that for like ever. Just over the weekend, it's gone up to 193. So there are some followers coming through, whether it's through the videos on here, TikTok, Instagram, or just people buying stuff. I will do another video perhaps. Well, actually, I'll probably do a video next week, but what I will include is a couple of the promotional things that I've tried with eBay. And now, it's one of those things where they kind of work, but you don't quite see the result. Well, I haven't seen the results. So, I will go into more detail regarding eBay. One, once I get used to doing all the things that I need to do, I've got a fair idea. And two, once I've got some sort of feedback from using eBay, which I can forward on to you. So this eBay experiment is actually, like I've said, it's twofold. One is me, obviously, because I'm setting it up. It's at my cost, my time, my effort, ups and downs. Two, things that I might find out to help anybody that wants to do or thinking of selling on eBay. So perhaps an understanding of what to do, and not so much what to buy and how to sell it, because that's up to you, but more how to run your eBay store. It does actually become much more of a full-time admin role than you realise, like a lot more. And I think to myself, you know, after a hard day at work, or my hard day at work is sitting on my backside teaching people to drive, but it's mentally hard. And then the last thing you perhaps want to do is sit behind a computer or a laptop all evening doing some admin. But to get this to work, it's something that you have to do. Otherwise, you know, it used to be a side hustle, that's right, a bit of fun here and there, it's great. But if you actually want to make a business of it, then you've got to put the groundwork in, and it's much more than you actually realise. The main difference being with this channel, for the time being, well, actually, I haven't really thought that far ahead, but there are channels out there who proclaim to sell on eBay and then sell the ideas of selling on eBay as like a course. Now, I don't know, I think that's a little bit, I don't know, I mean, I wouldn't charge for advice because you're treading on really thin ice there of people paying, expecting to then go and sell on eBay for it to work. So the difference now is I'm giving you real-time advice of what you can or can't do, and there's many out there that will probably know even more than I do because they've been doing it longer, but I hope to get to that stage where I can become, you know, I'm not a guru of anything, but I'd like to think that going forward 6 months I could be like a reliable source of information regarding selling on eBay. And along the journey, you can see for yourself the ups and downs and the tribulations that I go through to get this to become my full-time job, which is my goal. So that's it for now. This is a quick update as what's going on for the week, and up to sort of partly almost finishing the weekend now. We're into Sunday, as we said. I keep looking at this. So the 12th of October. I could have looked up here actually. It's on my screen, couldn't I? So let me know what you think. Give us a like, give us a thumbs up, give us a follow. You know, get some traction on the channel so that other people can join and learn. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. We're all learning, and we've got, for the most part, most of us have got like a job, and then you're doing this on the side. If you are doing this full time, brilliant. I commend you, and that's where I want to be. So anyway, that's enough. I'm going to leave it there. My name's Dean. This has been the eBay experiment, and I'll see you perhaps next week now, in a week's time, for the next update. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.